Good morning, honey. Good morning, honey. What's going on, monsters? Hope you're good, brother. Can't really see what I'm doing with this one, but it's hard because they're on my foot. Colby, what's going on, brother? Sick. Monsters, I couldn't run a bath, I'm not gonna lie. At the moment, we are 10 to 3 in the afternoon. Or thereabouts. Still haven't drawn that one out. They've started. You can just about see it there, all the blacks. I don't think there's a queen in here though. That's what I'm looking for. Zach, what's going on? Hope all is well, bro. We've got stores. Oh well, you can see in there, but there's pollen and nectar, and that's a play cup there. I need to squash that down. Don't need to squash the play cups, but my choice. And you, Zach, and you. Where are you from, Zach? I take it you're over our side. Oh, we've got eggs, so we've got a queen. %, got a queen. It's just a matter of finding it. If I can find it, I can try and mark it. Really did not think this had a queen in. To the point I was going to buy one. Not a lot of bees, so it should be easy to find it. No bees on that one. Darlington. Yeah, I'm Liverpool, mate, I am. And you know what, mate, apart from the kids driving me mad off school for 6 weeks, I can't complain. You'll have to forgive me for a second while I'm just looking for this queen. I need to keep my eyes open. Seven people in the chat, if you can hit the like, I would massively appreciate it. Another play cup there. Can't really see that. So I get the play cup on focus. So the play cup is there. So that's what they make when they start making queen cells, but sometimes they'll just make them to practice. You don't worry too much about them. queen cell looks like a peanut in a... If you've ever had peanuts in shells, you know what I mean. I've only been in this suit for 10 minutes and the sweat's dripping off my nose. Zach, you know what, I was watching loads of it for years on YouTube, and then I just googled beekeeping groups. Sorry, I went on Facebook and looked for beekeeping groups, and there was one in Liverpool. And then one of the lads on there pointed me in a direction to do a course. That was 3 years ago nearly, 2 years. And then from there, it just grew. I've got 3 hives, and this one I'm looking at, which I'll show you in a second. There's one behind me there, the polystyrene box, like a small hive called nucleus. So I've got 3 hives and 2 nucleuses with colonies in. I'm not gonna lie, it's not cheap to get into. But having said that, it's not like I've got loads of money, because I haven't, so you just do it bit by bit. And eventually, hopefully, you'll get to a point where it can sustain itself. Okay, I can't see no queen, which is weird, because there's eggs, so there's definitely a queen. And I did want to mark it if I could find her. But I thought that was it, then that's a drone. But if I can't find her, I can't find her. I don't want to keep this open too long, so I know she's in there because there's eggs. I've checked the frames, but there's bees all on the inside of the box, so she could be in there anywhere then. I'll look on here before I close it. So to set up a hive it's like anything. You can get expensive, you can get cheaper. So the cheapest hive you'll pick up is probably new, is about 120. And that would be, show you now, let me spin you down. That would be for one big box, your floor, and then a smaller box and your roof. That's it. Obviously you need more as you build up. That box full of bees is £350. So it's, and then your frames, so I'd say you're looking at 500 quid a hive to set up. Then you need your tools, your smoker, your bee suit. So yeah, it gets expensive fast, and that's if you do it cheaply. I was just buying, I weren't necessarily always buying new stuff. If I could find cheap used stuff, I'd go for that. Then you've got to be careful of diseases, so. So I can't see the queen. But it's all good because I know she's in there. There's eggs. So the eggs are 1 day old, so I know she's been in there in the last 24 hours. The mist in the background is just smoke, mate, and the smoke had to calm them down. I'll be honest, it's an empty Amazon box. It's just cardboard rolled up. Right, okay, so give me a minute while I re-situate myself. Move this up. Behind the hives, you're always going behind your hive because the bees are coming in the front and you get in the way and then you get angry. You don't want bees all over it. These are heavy. No worries, Zach. Take care, mate. There's a YouTuber called Lawrence who does Black Mountain honey. He's in North Wales. And it's just no nonsense beekeeping. It's really good. So if you are looking at getting into it, go and give him a watch. He's unreal. And thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it. These little smoke. Haven't missed anyone, have I? Dorothy, hello. I didn't see you in the chat then, sorry. Hope you're okay. Hope your week's been amazing like you. Put that over there because it keeps on going in your face. So. I'm hoping this is full of honey, but it doesn't feel like it is. No, empty. 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 I am good, Dorothy, I am. As I say, over here the kids are off for 6 weeks, so been driving me mad. I've got 5 kids, so you can imagine. They've got 1 more week left off, so a few more days out, hopefully, to the fair and the beach and go swimming back and yeah, that's empty. So, back in. You'll be back over. Monsters, you don't know the half, brother. Hey, 5 kids all killing each other. Not really much to show in that one. Some bees, the dark spots of pollen. There's a little bit of nectar, which I'm sure the camera won't pick up anyway. I was hoping these boxes would be full of honey, to be honest. There was quite a bit of honey in the middle of that, it might show up. Yeah, it's not quite ready though. That is honey that's ready because it's capped. But we want boxes of frames all full like that. Which unfortunately right now we're not getting. It's all good. That one's a lot heavier. Yeah, that's a bit better. That's all capped honey, ready to go. Monsters there is. So, there's Carnolian, there's Italian, there's Buckfast. Just depends on whereabout they're from. And then the Buckfast they were genetically bred in Buckfast Abbey in the UK about 100 years ago. They're meant to be really good honey producers and they're meant to be really gentle. It's a nice frame of honey that's ready to go. Going back in for now, but Another full frame of honey. We're getting there. Three frames. 4 frames. That's a big frame of honey. 5 frames. 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 frames of honey in there ready to be taken. So we'll see. Try and let them fill up a little bit more. No, so monsters, the honey. Rahmat, I think that's how you say your name, sorry if not, then hello. The honey monsters just depends on what flowers they feed on. Different types of nectar. So we have a crop over here, I'm not sure if you get it over there, it's called rapeseed. It's like fields of bright yellow flowers. And it produces loads of honey. Like a really good honey producer, but it crystallises really fast. So as soon as you know they're filling them, you've got to take them off and get the honey out of the frames. Otherwise it'll just crystallise in the frame and it's a nightmare. Pop this box up. It's heavy. These are a little blast of smoke. Bees I prefer monsters would be probably buckfast. I have had some of these are buckfast to be fair, but I just can't remember which hive's buckfast. Famous stores. We've got eggs in there. Eggs. A little bit of brood. So this is brood. That's all bees underneath there. You hatch your egg into there, feed them, and then when they're ready to cat them over, and then when the bee's fully formed, it'll hatch out of there. You also get drone brood, which is different. So drone, there's only one bit there. So that one, it's a lot more pronounced. Drone brood. See if I can't find the frame to come on. Might be a bit late in the year. You can see that. It's a little cluster of drone brood on the bottom of that one. Drones are males, by the way. What's going on here? Lots of nectar in the middle of that one. The light looks wet, like water, see? So what they'll do is they'll collect the nectar from the flowers, spit it back out, like vomit it back out, if you like, to each other, pass it through the hive, put it in the frames, and then they fan it until it's 18% moisture. That's when it becomes honey, and then they cap it with that white capping. More play cups on the bottom of that one, the round ones. Nothing in them though, so I'm not bothered. There's some older honey. You can tell it's a bit darker. There's a lot of bees. So monsters, you've got to check. In the summer, you've got to check every week, because if you don't, they'll end up swarming. So what they'll do is they'll make a new queen, which is what them play cups are. And then the old queen will fly away with a third of the bees. So if you've got 60,000 bees in the hive, it'll take 20,000 away with it. That's, I have gone and caught swarms before. There's lots of swarm cells in here, but nothing, just play cups where they've been trying. Yeah, so they'll get off with the queen. So it reduces your hive essentially, but it's just their way of reproducing and starting new colonies. But obviously, to make more honey, I want a bigger colony as possible. I'm going to try and find a queen, but I don't think she'll be in this box. So that's all brood, with all baby bees under there. They'll probably be on the start of making the winter bees by now, to be honest. So a bee only lives for 6 weeks. A queen can live up to 6 years. A bee will live 6 weeks, and then they make bees to take through the winter, and they'll last up to 6 months. The way a beehive works is just absolutely mental to me. There's a new bee action there. It's coming out now. A little closer. I don't know what the focus is like, because my veil makes it look a bit blurry anyway. That's just coming out the cell now. Seen a baby bee being born now. I've got to say I'm so happy with it for the birth. Such a proud moment in my life. These are getting lighter as I go along, so that's all stores. It looks like a mosaic. That's pollen and honey mixed in, called bee bread. And that's what they feed to the baby bees. Guys, if you're watching, please hit the like. Why so short? Huh? That was the most beautiful thing I've seen. Monsters, I'm glad I could share that moment with you, my friend. I feel like it's drawn us together. We'll forever be close now. Okay, I'm going to go on to the next box. Yeah, I'm going to try and get out fishing later. Try and catch some thornback rays, which are really a skate and not a ray, but they're called thornback rays, so. This queen might have a pink dot on it. Okay, so I can already see there's lots of drone brood here. Well, that means then with a bit more smoke. I'm going to fill my smoker back up with cardboard. It's not the males that live less, so I don't know the percentage, but I'd say about 80% are female bees. There's only one queen. I don't know why they live so short. I think it's because they work so hard, so the lifespan is so short. The males, they don't even sting, they only live to reproduce. That's their only task. So they go up, get some sexy time with the queen, if you like, and then they die. And then if there's any left that haven't mated in the coming towards the winter, the rest of the bees will chop the legs off and throw them out the hive. Sucks to be a man, doesn't it, monsters? Oh, sugar. Knocked us over. Hands are so sticky now. Oh, I'm going to go in this way. It's a lot easier because there's a space. That's a lot of bees. just a piece of meat we are, monsters. That we are. Don't know about you, but I'm like an A5 Wagyu, like the best of the best. Back there. Get out my way. Quick look through this. This hive is super active. I turned up and I was shocked how many bees are coming in and out, to be fair. Why I can't see my legs in there. Thank you, Dorothy. Tommy, what's going on, my friend? Monsters, take care, bro. Tommy, did you end up going to Newcastle? I was thinking about you yesterday. Lots of eggs in that one. You're going next week. And tonight you're going, yeah, I'm going to try and go tonight on the River Mersey. I'm going to try and get some thornback rays. I have caught them before, but I've never specifically targeted them, so. But there is a few coming out from what I've seen on Facebook. So I'm going to go with a 1 up, 1 down, size 2 hook. And I've got bluey and squid as bait. I was going to go last night, but I was too tired. Lots of bees. Lots of brood. Wanting to go for dogfish. See, I don't know if it's the same species because it might be different. But the dogfish, we don't really target them. Although when I go, I'm not bothered. If I catch a dogfish, I've caught a fish, I'm happy. Ragworms and prawns and clams. Never tried clams. I was targeting the smooth hound last week and I was using soft shell crab and prawns. But I'm allergic to prawns and I had a reaction on my hand, so I'm not going to use them again. Will do. Tommy, I'll have a look. As I say, I'm more like Pierre. I go carp fishing more than anything. But I've just, with the river's 5-minute drive from my house. And it's right on the mouth of the Irish Sea, so we get taupe, smoothhound, bass, flatties, so like plaice, flounder, sole, dabs, dogfish, sea bass, we get all kinds, thornback rays. But I just thought I'd try something different, and it's a lot easier to set up, it's a lot less fishing gear to take, and it's just nice to be able to get out when I want. I'm going to quickly finish this hive off and get it back together. It's been open too long. Lots of larvae in there. All that white is baby bees. Baby bee maggots. Flounder, sole, dogfish, sea bass, cod, yeah. So cod, they come in when it's really cold here. So it's a winter. Cod and whiting. I think the biggest cod caught from the shore on the river where I fish is £18. I think. It'll be a nice one to catch, but I love eating cod, but I put that one back. If I caught something that big, I'll put it back. Still no sign of the queen. Just being stung, I think, really. Okay. So I have not seen the queen, but I do know she's there because there's eggs. Okay. Yeah, Tommy, do you watch that Billy fishing or Billy angling, the Irish guy? He goes to like Finland and Norway and stuff and catches big halibut and big cod. I'd love to do that. I've been to Spain on the River Ebro fishing for Wells catfish, and I've had, my biggest was £102. But that is another. Tommy, give him a search him up. Honestly, he's unreal. I don't know if he lives over there for a bit, but he goes in the winter. And some of the fish he catches is unreal. And he's likeable as well, so I know myself, when you watch certain videos, if you don't like the person, you're not bothered, but he is likeable. I'm new to sea fishing, and I was watching his video on how to do the pendulum cast, and I was like, nope. Nope. It's either Billy fishing or Billy angling. I think it's Billy fishing. He looks like a Viking, he's got a big beard, big stocky fella. He's Irish. Okay, so smoke it. Hit these with a load of smoke, get them out the way. Certain people don't like using a lot of smoke, but find it out. that's heavy. Whew. Tommy, thank you for dropping in. Give him a watch. And if I don't go fishing later, I'll tune in. If not, tight lines. Hope you bag a monster meat. I'm going to spin this round. This is so really need a tripod. Nice one, Tommy. I appreciate that, bro. And next time you come over, I know you don't do footy talk, but if you come over, like early in the year, I can get tickets for Liverpool if you'd ever fancy going to Anfield and watching a game with me. Something to eat and we'll watch a game. So, all I'm going to do here is check a few of these. And if they're empty, they're empty. That's got a bit of nectar, which is a good sign. Nectar in. Well, none of them are ready. It'll save me disturbing a whole box, so I'll just take it off. Bramble bush hit me on the head. Nice, Tommy. So I've got every home Premier League game this season. I've got 4 tickets for the Carabao Cup, 4 tickets for the FA Cup, and 2 tickets for Champions League, and then I went Wembley last week with my son, and any more Wembley trips hopefully I'll get. I'm doing okay. Let's see what we're saying on this. Looks like a really big frame, this one. It's a cat. No, but it's full and it's not far off being all capped. Yeah, nice, Tommy. It would be a good match, that, mate. And yeah, just get yourself off and do what you got to do, bro. Hopefully I'll catch you later. Thanks for dropping in, Tom. Hoodie. Cat honey. Cat honey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 16. So we've got 16 frames of cat honey to now by the looks of it. Excuse me. Salt a bit of root. I'm going to end this and make a call. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I'll be fishing live later, hopefully.